Hello and welcome back to the Gentleman Psychic. I am positively optimistic, and I know first of all my camera's a little high. Pardon me while I just readjust ever so slightly so that you can see more of me. There we go. So I heard the news this morning that the new president of the United States is Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. This is a time of redemption. It is a relief for so many. After 4 years of someone from an official standpoint fanning the flames of hate and tweeting and hating and screaming and yelling and encouraging his followers to do the same. So for you, who are, maybe you were not for Joe Biden, maybe you were not, and maybe you are at this point scared and you don't know what to do. Well, I'm going to tell you what to do. You're going to breathe, you're going to focus, you're going to make certain that you are going to be fine. I promise, you're going to be fine. We, who were on the other end, were not Trump supporters, and we endured. In fact, I, at the Gentleman Psychic, and my team, we are for equality. We are for Black lives, and they do matter. We are for transgender rights. We are for gay rights. We are for freedom of religion and freedom from religion. We here at the Gentleman Psychic understand the delicate balance of society. And I understand that you are afraid. You have lost, and it was a big loss. Now, Trump has claimed that he has won bigly. That is a lie. He is, the next couple of months, he is going to try to cause chaos. We must remove him because he has nothing anymore. When he gets out of office, the second he's out of office, billions of dollars worth of debt comes due. He also faces imprisonment, and he faces a lot of charges that have been brought up. Nonetheless, we on the other end have for 4 years had his supporters scream vulgarities at us. F your feelings, they would say. F your feelings, F your feelings. And they would scream his name, and they would scream at me, and when I would do Dr. Frankenfurter, they would say, you ain't gonna dress like that when Trump is president, they would say. And they were right, I didn't. I stopped because it was dangerous for me, number one. Also, many of you are upset that I may have unfriended you over your support for Donald Trump. And this is not to berate you. Everyone has their reasons. But from my standpoint, from my reasoning, from where I stand as an out gay, psychic, satanic witch, it's not about gay marriage. It is, but it's not. Because Donald Trump has appointed people to positions of power that felt that I am a second-class citizen. I and my trans friends and family and women, but specifically about the LGBT issue. We'll get to women in a moment. But he had appointed people like Mike Pence who wanted to convert us. They wanted us to be locked in asylums and for us to be converted, forcefully converted. Not that you can. And then he appointed Amy Coney Barrett, who is vehemently against marriage equality. He did so as a thumb to our nose. He banned transgender people from the military. He made it public where trans men and women could not use public facilities that matched their identity, matched their gender. People just wanted to go to the bathroom. And it gets worse because they want to see trans and LGBTQIA people to not be able to adopt. To say to us, you do not have the right to have children. When there are children that need good homes, there are children that are without, there are children that ache for somebody to love them. And there are many in the GSM, gender sexual minority group, that want to give homes to these children that by no fault of their own are in institutions or on the streets. And it gets worse. It's not just about wedding cakes. It's a food service. How would you like it if it was voted on that people, for whatever religious reason, didn't want to serve your group food and healthcare? They were proposing that religious liberty, they would say, so that if I or someone that I know had gotten ill or whatever it may be, had gone to the doctor and the doctor had perceived us to be something that was anti-Christian, they could say, oh, I'm a Christian, I don't believe that I should do that. Now, would that happen? Maybe, maybe not. But legally, the precedence was being set up. And that, my friends, is why those who voted for Donald Trump a second time, it was a personal attack. And now let's talk about women. Women deserve the right of autonomy over their own bodies. Women deserve to know that they can have health care. Planned Parenthood is not just about abortions. They do very few abortions. The truth is that Planned Parenthood allows women the ability to take care of their gynecological needs. Planned Parenthood, it will also come in if a woman has made a tough decision and she can't take care of the child, or if she's told you're going to die, so you have to either get rid of this fetus or you'll die. It's a tough decision. No one is pro-abortion. No one is pro-abortion. It's a hard thing. And what happens if you restrict abortions, the legal and safe ability to receive abortions, then you have people who are dying from backroom abortions and coat hanger abortions. You have living, breathing women who are dying from that. And then my brothers and sisters of color who have fought so hard and they still are seeing death and destruction and racist cops. Yes, we have a long way to go, but today is a day of celebration. Today is a day where we have exorcised the demons. We have a lot to contend with. We have a long way to go. But today was a decisive victory for mankind, for the environment. And for those who are Joe Biden supporters, I'm going to tell you this. I understand. I have been guilty of doing the same, of wanting to gloat over this day. And if you look at my Twitter feed, I have sent some unpolite things to the previous administration. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to feel relieved. It's okay to laugh. And it's okay for now. There comes a time where that chapter has to close and there has to be healing. But right now is a day of celebration. Right now is a day that we as humans are able to come together. So, don't riot. Don't smash things. Don't break things. Don't do that. You can post "you're fired" all you like on social media. In fact, I strongly encourage that you do. So you can do that. That's fine. You can do the F your feelings thing if you want. For now. But after January, that's when that has to end. No more, we're not going to have Biden banners on trucks. We're not going to do that. We're not going to march in a continuous rally for 4 years. We're not going to do that. For those of you who are feeling a sense of loss, my heart goes out to you. And you are not bad people. Mostly. I choose to believe that many of you who did select him the first and second time is that some of you wanted destruction, but most of you wanted the good. Most of you wanted the same thing that everyone wants. Everyone wanted a shake-up, and you got it. Well, now it's time for things to settle. I really don't have much more to say, excepting for, in this historic time, congratulations to Joe Biden, President-elect of the United States of America, and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. This is historic. It's an historic day for people of color. It is an historic day for women. It is an historic day for people. And I am proud to support Joe Biden. Thank you so much. I am your host, Richard Lael Lillard, the Gentleman Psychic. Check me out on Patreon under the Gentleman's House. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. To book an appointment, make certain you find me on thegentlemanpsychic.com. Thank you so much. I love you. Be good to each other.